God be with you. God be with you.
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Sir Hanish, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanish told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Valdensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
How can I help you then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point, Henry. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Gutenberg who told us of the heretics in Ushitz. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place, he was already raving and hardly coherent.
I see. So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a record somewhere here. Can you read, boy?
Naturally, Father. Otherwise Sir Hanish wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation. From what I can make out, his description of the route starts at the local tavern. Once you've found something out, come back and see me.
I'll do my best, Father.
Well, I'm not from Ushitz exactly, so I don't know how well they'll accept me.
That's good, because the last thing I need is one of these local good-for-nothings. I can't trust a single one of them. And they don't trust me either. But you're an ordinary lad with a likable face, if a bit simple-looking. You'll have a much better chance of learning their secrets.
You flatter me, Monsignor. Very well, then. Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect. You can be sure of that. But I'll know more after I finish the interrogations.
How did you conclude there are heretics here?
We caught one in Gutenberg. He confessed to everything, including meeting up with others in Ushitz a few times.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a list.
But that doesn't necessarily mean any of them are from Ushitz. Maybe they just meet here.
That is indeed possible, but I want certainty, not conjecture.
Who are these Valdensians? I've never heard of them.
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the parish priest in Ratai is too idle to read out the bishop's missive to the congregation. Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow you the benefit of the doubt, and assume it's the latter. But to answer your question, it's a heretical sect.
I gathered that much. But what form does the heresy take?
Look, boy, I don't have time right now to embark on theological disputation. Besides which, it's not something you need concern yourself with. Suffice it to say, they are heretics.
Very well, Monsignor.
Sorry, Father. I'm afraid I'm not up to reading that document.
That's all right, lad. My scribe has a truly dreadful scrawl. I began my pilgrimage in Ushitz, a den of iniquity where the people were drinking and fornicating. So I left that corrupt place at once. The only place I could make out was the local tavern. And at once I saw another abomination. The temple of the bride of the Antichrist, with the proud Babylonian tower. I went past it quickly towards the rising sun. When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads and didn't know which way to go. So I fell on my knees and prayed, and my prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. On I went, through this sinful land, and suddenly I heard the sound of 1,000-headed crowd at work, and I saw their queen and their towers. I journeyed further on, and all at once there rose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth, and his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like the tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. Then I left their house and saw 2 widows weeping and keening. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in their shadow. I went further along the edge of the world, and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up by the sea. Then I saw 2 bridges over the river Jordan, and the devil tempted me and tried to lure me to the one on the right. But I saw through his deception and went against his will. And then I finally saw it, the gateway to the garden of paradise, abundant with foliage. It was guarded by men of straw, but they saw I was a good Christian and let me enter therein.
That sounds rather insane.
As I say, he was probably raving. Do you recognize any of those places?
No, but I can look for them.
Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear.
Father,
Certainly. I began, and when I journeyed, and then, and
I'll get working on it, sir.
God be with you, my son.
Are you quite well? I... Please!
God, help!
Everyone here, quick!
Don't move a finger.
Do something! My God! Over there!
I'll
My God, over there!
You call that?
What is... No, he...
you're up to no good, you'd better think twice.
Back trouble? What in God's name is he up to?
Learn how to ride a horse, idiot.
Why are you waiting?
Why are you waiting? Go away. I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
The charcoal burners nearby have some stocks of pitch they'll let us have.
That's handy. Sir Rubard will be pleased. What little we had left was running out, and he was getting worried.
Well, you can stop worrying.
Good. I'll get someone to take care of it.
I've arranged some beer for you from the local tavern.
You're a proper treasure, you are. I'm gonna put a word in about how well you look after us. Like your own kith and kin. Farewell.
I brought you some meat.
Stack it over here. What's going on? You... Good luck to you.
God be with you.
This might help, and there's plenty of it.
There certainly is. I'll have to get all those poured into a keg. But if it works, I'm in your debt.
I just want to make sure we get rid of those bastards holed up in the castle.
No more than I do, lad.
And to see Istvan hang from the highest tower.
I'll drink to that. Well, I would if I wasn't on duty. See you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Roquetta to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roquetta? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Roquetta are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roquetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet. That I guarantee you.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you.
God be with you.
I'm glad to see you.
What do you think of Master Keyser?
He definitely knows what he's doing. And all that wild talk of his, rockets and such like. I'd almost let him try it out, but on some other castle.
Do you think there's any truth in it?
I've never seen such weapons used, so I can't really judge. But if his ideas worked, they'd change the way we make war. He showed me some of the drawings he has with him. I don't know if he's a genius or a madman. Goodbye.
I'm going to take a peek at our trebuchet. Without it, I'd say our chances of getting
Greetings. What business have you?
How do you like it here, Master Keyser?
It's quite satisfactory. Indeed, it's more than satisfactory. I have to commend Master Fayfar for his diligent supervision of the construction work. His extensive knowledge of mechanics is proving most useful. He has the makings of quite a competent siege master.
I don't think he's yearning to become one. His life's mission has been to manage the mines.
We'll see if he feels the same after he has a crack at firing our trebuchet. It's a sight to knock the wind out of any man, especially if he's standing too close.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you. See you later.
I won't have to...
Master Fafar, how's the trebuchet construction going?
Much better now that I have Master Keezer to help me. Although, to be quite honest, it's more a case of me helping him. I'm taking note and learning as I go.
Next time round, you'll be the siege master.
I rather hope there won't be a next time.
How much longer do you think it will take?
I wouldn't like to hazard a guess. As I understand it, the base is quick to make, but the other parts are more complicated. And then there's all the balancing and setting the trajectory and range.
I see. Well, I hope it's ready soon.
So do I, Henry.
How's work going with Master Keezer?
Excellent. His knowledge of machinery and mechanics is absolutely astonishing. He's a very gifted man.
So you're confident the trebuchet will do its job?
Absolutely. It's plain to see Master Keezer knows exactly what he's doing. God be with you.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
How are things with you?
I'm worried. I have a bad feeling about all this.
How's that?
I couldn't say. I just feel it in my guts. Like when you eat something bad and you have to keep running to the outhouse. Or maybe I ate something bad. Good luck to you.
Yeah! Yeah.
Greetings. What do you need?
Sir, I've spoken with the vicar.
And? What did you learn about him?
He's not exactly a pushover, sir. It looks like he goes after what he wants and doesn't let anything stand in his way.
As I feared. Well, never mind. Go back to Ushitz and sort it out somehow.
Yes, sir. What's important is to see the back of him.
Exactly. So off you go. Good luck, then.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Take care now.
Yeah.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I brought you some meat.
Stack it over here.
That's the lot.
Great. If we're really going to have to storm the walls, then at least it should be with full bellies. Oh, and here's something for your trouble. God be with you.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me. God be with you.
God save you.
So did it help?
I've not caught anyone napping on their watch since, so yes, I'd say it helped.
I'm glad. I wasn't completely sure that it would. What is your impression of Master Keezer?
Sir Hanush thinks he's insane. As crazed as one of those dung-smeared fools reciting the New Testament backwards in the street.
But what do you think?
Sometimes I think a little craziness is no bad thing. Master Keezer's seen and lived through a lot in his time in foreign lands. And those rockets he was talking about.
It all sounds like the babbling of a madman.
Maybe. But I'd like to see them. Shooting off. Screaming through the sky like comets. I'm sure they'd be a sight to behold. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.